my daughter is 8 and my son is 4. I'm the non-biological mother to both my children, even though I carried one of them. So it's a bit of a confusing situation for a lot of people. I get people looking at me saying, what do you mean? So with my previous partner, we went through the IVF process to have Ella, who's 8. We went down the path of all the, traditional donor insemination turkey baster methods, and that didn't work. So we went on to the full IVF cycle, where we created 11 embryos. One of those was used to create Ella. My previous partner carried Ella. And when it came to be my turn, because, I wanted a turn, I think it was important for me to go through that experience and, feel what it was like. I made the choice, instead of having my own biological child, I wanted both my kids to have the same story. Especially when it came to things like donors, where, down the track when they're 18, what the situation was going to be. The kids actually have a donor that's from Denmark, so that donor can never be contacted. So I didn't want the situation where one child could contact the donor, the other couldn't if we used different donors. So... And I wanted them to be full brother and sister. I felt that was important for them, so they always had that connection between them. So I ended up using one of the leftover embryos and giving birth to Zane, who's now 4. So, there's lots of different scenarios that I've come across in Rainbow Babies of... how people have created their family, whether it be foster parents with long-term foster children, doing it co-parenting with a gay dad, doing it with a straight dad. There's so many different permutations of family within Rainbow Babies. It's amazing. Any way you want to do it, pretty much, you can do it.
And how many people do you have, like, at your meetings at Rainbow Babies? Where do you meet up? And I saw that you did a disco at Halloween.
We did, yes. Yeah, we have a regular play group that runs every week that we have gained funding for. So it's through Playgroup New South Wales. So it's a consistent thing that runs every week. There's other groups under the one umbrella. So there's groups in the Blue Mountains, there's groups on the Central Coast, other ones in the Inner West, various places. We get together for big picnics around Mother's Day. Last year we did our first Father's Day picnic because I felt it was important to recognise the changing face of the community. So we had some gay dads and grandparents. It was amazing coming along. We do an annual disco. We go camping twice a year. There's about 50 families that go camping together, take over the local caravan park alongside the Christian youth group.
That's great.
It's interesting. So it's very diverse. So we do lots of things throughout the year. We're very active and encourage people to come along, even if they're just wanting to find out about what it takes to create their own family.
And you also have a furry family, is this correct? Something.
Well, I don't have time for animals in my family, but I seem to, with a recent addition, adopted 18 cats.
Only 18.
My beautiful girlfriend, she seems to be hiding, I can't find her, has 18 cats, and part of they're all rescue cats. If anybody would like to adopt a cat, please come and see me.
Good on you, Anne-Marie.
Yeah.
It's actually a beautiful story.
That's I don't have time for pets in my life, but it was actually something that I found quite endearing about Anne-Marie, because looking after that many cats, they're not all in the house, they're at various places. Otherwise, there'd be 18 cats sleeping on the bed and 4's enough. But yes, it's very difficult in the middle of the night when you have to roll over. It was, as I was saying, it's one of the things that I really like about Anne-Marie, because it showed that she had commitment to something, and she was treating them like her family. So
what we do? I mean, my French bulldog is my first son. My girlfriend, who I'd like to welcome to the event because the first time she's been here. Hi, Ness. Hey, baby. We've noticed, looking through our photographs, that before our son was born, we had all photos of our French bulldog, and then 3 years later, we had all the exact same photos, but they were all with Xavier. So we actually call Frankie, our French bulldog, our first son. He is our first son, kind of, in a way. So I kind of lost my train of thought there.
Yeah. Well, I think Anne-Marie considers her cats her family and her children as well.
Yeah, not speaking out of school, because it was actually posted on Facebook. Steph Sands has an app for her cat on her iPad. Yeah, I just couldn't believe it when I saw it. So anybody who's a cat freak, you should go and check it out. It's really quite amazing. It's this little mouse that runs around the iPad, and the cat sits there and stabs at it. It's great if you like cats. It's really good.